what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, friends, and welcome to TV8's Good Morning Vail for Tuesday, July 13th, 2021. And the haze is slowly subsiding over the Eagle County Regional Airport. It was quite hazy yesterday, a little bit less today, and that should push its way out of our state as the moisture and inflows of a low-pressure system start slowly swinging their way in. We got a little bit of evening showers last night. That was good stuff. And I am one of your hosts this morning, Eric Sundblad, with the return of Maddie Evans from her lovely assignment at our sister station in Park City, Utah. Maddie, how you doing this morning?
I'm good. Drinking my tea since that smoke is really messing with my face right now. My sinuses are not happy.
Yeah, it was a little bit worse over in Park City, eh?
It was way worse over in Park City. Definitely more hazy there. My mom lives right where you can see this beautiful mountain. It's famous in Utah. It's called Timpanogos. And it's one of my favorite places ever to see, and I couldn't even see it while I was there because it was so hazy.
How many miles away would you say it is?
It's a good distance. But
okay.
It's so big.
But typically, it's very visible.
Yes, and
Okay.
she's known as the Sleeping Princess, Mount Timpanogos. And so my mom has the perfect imagery of her face right out her kitchen window. So she's so beautiful, and I'm always so in awe to be there and to see her, and I didn't get to, and I was so sad this time.
Oh.
I know.
What do you think would wake her up?
True love's first kiss.
You know, what's a mountain's true love? Do you think if I snowboarded on it, she'd fall in love with me?
I mean, we could try it. I'm down.
Okay.
You can kiss, and I'll ski.
No, I'll just want to shred. I don't necessarily want to kiss her. I guess a lot of mountains call my snowboarding kissing because it is so artistic and beautiful.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
I can only imagine.
You've seen me snowboard. You can vouch.
I'm not. I'm not going to, but I could.
How was the Park City station?
It's awesome, yeah. For those of you who don't know, we have a sister station in Park City, and they do a show very similar to us here. So we do Good Morning Vail. They do the Mountain Collective. They also do a mountain wellness show, which is really important. It focuses primarily on mental health and just making sure that everything you're doing is kind of benefiting you in all the best way possible. And then they're the originators of The Scoreboard, which is our new show that we do here. And they do Scoreboard Nation, which is super awesome. So they're kind of doing it all there, which is so fun. And it was so fun to get to be part of it. And I actually helped them with a little segment for Scoreboard Nation yesterday.
Yeah, so you're going to be on, do you think did they run that last night, or when is your segment going to be on there?
For their Tuesday show.
Tuesday show.
Yeah.
Okay.
So tonight.
Excellent.
Yep, running on it tonight.
Excellent. And you can see both the Park City and Eagle County scoreboard on thescoreboardnation.com. Videos also going up on YouTube, or of course watching on normal television when it premieres. Our show is Monday at 6 p.m. They are Tuesday and Friday at 6 p.m. and then reruns at 11 p.m. So if you're interested in Park City sports, Eagle County sports, we got you covered with Scoreboard Nation.
It's amazing because I grew up here. I went to Minturn Middle School here, way back when it was Minturn Middle. All of my older brothers went to Battle Mountain. They were Huskies. And one of the schools that they primarily cover in Utah is Wasatch High School, and that's where I graduated high school. So we're kind of covering all of my family's home bases right now. And it just makes me so much more grateful to be part of this TV station.
That's why we had to get you to collaborate with both of our scoreboards. It just meant you're just wrapped into everything.
I know, and I ski race for the Park City ski team, which is going to be a huge contributor to kind of things that they cover come winter time. So I was like, oh my God, this is so tender, and I love it so much. I'm so grateful to be here yesterday.
Such a goober. I love it.
It was such a good moment.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, so we got a lot of collaboration going on between Vail and Park City, and we're happy to be a part of that team. Well, let's kick things back to Eagle County here. We've got a busy week in Eagle County. Of course, Hot Summer Nights is this evening. Outdoor, less musical activities are more your thing. then head on down to Eagle for the Whitewater Throwdown. Tonight is the last night for those whitewater races, and those are an amazing time. Just a chill scene by the river with dogs and bonfire brew and people just trying to paddleboard race down some rapids. It's good stuff. And then the concerts in Avon tomorrow night. Whew.
I know. There's something for everyone, really, going on in the Valley always, and it's amazing because we were talking about that yesterday, and I was like, yeah, you can go to a concert basically every night of the week in Vail.
Yeah, all for free. And
Yeah.
Beaver Creek's got fun stuff going on. They got the Zoo Salmon
Yep.
starting up, and of course they have free concerts that are a different genre of music every Thursday night, so you really can.
Yeah,
Every
you can
night,
go.
free
You can
music.
go dryland training. In Beaver Creek. You can go do yoga in Beaver Creek. You can do all of your athletic activities in Beaver Creek, and then finish it off with some music up there, which is pretty fun.
That's true. You know what you can also do in Beaver Creek?
What?
Stick around for this commercial break, and we'll be back with a look at your weather.
I'm Clinton Griffiths, the host of Ag Day Television. Get the latest news about crops, livestock, rural living, and so much more from our award-winning team. Follow the food you eat from the field to the store to your table every day, because what's happening on the farm matters to you and your family. Watch Ag Day weekdays.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
Follow your favorite extreme sports athletes with the Telly Award-winning show, The Line. If you're an adrenaline junkie and need a daily dose of base jumping, skydiving, highlining, biking, kayaking, and more, then look no further. We've got you covered. Catch JT Holmes, Andy Lewis, Cam Zink, and many more extreme sport athletes here on The Line. Check your local listings for more information.
We are back. Xterra, the world's leading off-road triathlon, returns to Beaver Creek Saturday, July 17th. With sprint and full-distance races for individuals and relay teams. Sign up today at xterraplanet.com and enter TV8 at checkout for an extra 10% off. Live more.
Good morning to you, Leadville from Colorado Mountain College. Still some haze in the air at the higher elevations, but that is expected to work its way out of Eagle County, out of Colorado, and move its way more south as a result of the moisture and low pressure system that is slowly filtering its way into our state at the moment. And remember, most of that smoke is actually from fires in Oregon and British Columbia. Only about 1% of that smoke is related to the Routt County fire outside of Steamboat. Those Oregon fires are some serious stuff. Hopefully they can get them under control. And update on the Sylvan Lake fire. At this point, that is just going to eat the fuel around the containment area that the fires have created, but it shouldn't be smoking. However, it is still active. I think they're at about 72% containment, but we're not getting daily updates on Sylvan Lake anymore. As far as the temperatures for today goes, we're looking at a high of 81 degrees right around noon, starting the day off at 57 degrees at the base of Vail. We're at about a 35% chance of thunderstorms today, likely occurring right around 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. and potentially persisting their way through the evening hours with some light sprinkles occurring at any time throughout the course of the night. We should get a nice big low pressure system arriving in the next few days here to kind of sit over Eagle County and high altitude areas moving into the weekends before temperatures eventually rebound. Now this evening, that just 15% chance of continual showers from the afternoon, about a low of 48 degrees. Now we're going to pan our view out, take a look at that high and low pressure system that I have been mentioning here. So this is that troublesome high pressure system that we have been experiencing, keeping things hot, keeping that smoke filtering into us from the Pacific Northwest. However, this low pressure system here, and then again, even more important, the one that is sort of over the Pacific Northwest in Oregon right now, we are expecting all of that to shift its way in. We've got sort of a clockwise flow here, and it's looking more and more likely that that low pressure system is going to flip right into Colorado and give us some good rain in the coming days. There it is. That jet stream has kind of shrunk itself down a bit, and it is just going to drop that low pressure system right on top of us. So that's some great news, and looking forward into the 5-day forecast, 35 to 40% chance of precipitation holding through Friday, but then temperatures will rebound into the weekend, and potentially early next week we are expecting things to get closer to 90 degrees and warmer. So enjoy these cooler temperatures and enjoy this precipitation, because we've only got a few more days of it before summer comes back to join us and we start get to those warm summer temperatures again here. Now we've got the Xterra Triathlon coming up in Beaver Creek starting this Saturday. And for the scoreboard that premiered last evening at 6 p.m., we had Maddie Evans, sent her out into the field to interview high gear cyclery and give you some tips in case you run into any trouble on your mountain bike during the Xterra Triathlon. Welcome back to the scoreboard, folks. Special shout out to Susie Snyder for taking some time out of her practice day here in Avon to speak with me about how she's doing to prepare for the triathlon and the amazing other sports that she participates in. Best of luck to you, Susie. You're an absolute rock star. Now let's get into a sport that I absolutely love. Maybe it's not necessarily a sport. Maybe it's just walking in the woods. I don't know. Who could tell? Who could tell where the differentiation is between sport and enjoyment? Maybe it's all good. Anyway, I love hiking. I love hiking with Minnie, my little golden retriever. Every day we're out there twice a day on one trail or another. So I wanted to take you out on one of my favorite trails here in Eagle County. It's located right outside the town of Minturn. The trail officially is called Cougar Ridge, but it takes you to a feature called Lion's Head Rock. Lion's Head Rock is a really prominent feature sitting right above the town of Minturn. It's about a 6.2 mile out and back hike. So that essentially means you're going out to the point and back to your car. It's not a big full loop. It's just one trail out, same trail back. So it's a 6.2 mile out and back, so about 3.1 miles up. It's about 2,300 feet of elevation gain. But they've recently done some trail maintenance to the Cougar Ridge Trail, and they've cleaned it up. They've added some water bars. They've added some extra switchbacks. It's a steep incline, but it's a mellow gradient. So you get to points where it's steep, but for the most part, it's just a nice mellow S-turn your way up to one of the most incredible views in all of Eagle County. Now, the last time we did the Walking Mountains Science Center Avon Overlook Trail, and a lot of you were impressed by those views. Oh boy, do I have something fun in store for you. After about a quarter mile of hiking up from the parking lot, you come to your first and only real major intersection to note on this trail. Now, when you arrive at the river crossing behind me, you will find a sign that directs you left to go to Game Creek. You can actually hike this all the way back to the top of Eagle's Nest in Vail. That's the Game Creek Bowl. Or alternatively, the direction that we're going to do, make a right and head up this hill, and then you will find yourself at Lion's Head Rock. And we've got about another 3 to 3.5 miles of hiking until we get to Lion's Head Rock. But I'll stop, I'll show you some good views along the way and point out any interesting flora or fauna that Minnie, the golden retriever, my consummate companion, and I discover. What do you think about that, Minnie? She thinks it's good. Let's get going. Very quickly after crossing the river, you will make your way from low-level aspen fields next to a meandering river up into open pine trees with S-carved single track, ideal for mountain biking. Transitioning from aspens in a river to wide open pines, back to aspens, and then back to pines, you'll find yourself at the first opening to get a sense of where you're going and what the view is going to be like. And there's the little town of Minturn down there, and we are still headed up there, right between those trees, just past those trees. Up there is Lion's Head Rocks. We're getting close to our destination, and I've got this interesting story about where the head of that rock ended up. We've made it to the top of Lion's Head Rock. I started this hike at about 9:30 in the morning. It is now 11 o'clock, so that was an hour and 40 minutes for myself, and that was including stopping and filming those overlooks along the way. If you were a good hiker, expect this to take right around 45 minutes. If you're a little bit slow, maybe a half day. Take your time, plenty of shade, plenty of areas to get some water and hang out and get some extra overlooks. Now, as far as Lion's Head Rock and the name is concerned, I said we were going to get into some interesting facts. As we just got a good look at this overlook, you may have said there's no Lion's Head. Why is it Lion's Head? Were there a pack of lions that lived in Vail? Maybe, who can say? But the rock was actually named because it used to have the head of a lion on it, but that head fell off a few years ago. I want to say it's been 7 to 10 years since the head fell off and went rolling down the hill behind me and landed on the old, now defunct railroad tracks. So even though it doesn't look like a lion's head anymore, it is still Lion's Head Rock, and there's no better way to finish your hike than head down to the town of Minturn, maybe check out Rocky Mountain Tacos, Backcountry Wings, Thai Kitchen, maybe head over to the Minturn Country Club for some steaks. They got tons of great restaurants in Minturn. Kirby Cosmos Barbecue, yeah, I could go on and on and on. It's a gorgeous hike. This is a great way to spend a day, especially on a bright sunny day like this one, and we got plenty more of the scoreboard coming right up. Well, that was a great little segment on Lion's Head Rock there. If you're enjoying some hiking and some outdoor activities, why not check out the river? Why not check out Fly Fishing Outfitters here in Avon? I'm happy to be joined by John from Fly Fishing Outfitters on the couch. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Eric. Good to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. Good to have you. Especially considering that the fishing environment has kind of taken some drastic U-turns in the past couple weeks. I remember last week reading articles that the Colorado Game and Wildlife Department was recommending no longer fishing, but as you were saying this morning, that's kind of changed already.
Yeah, there's been a significant increase in flows coming out of some of the water upstream of the Kremling area, which is mostly where most of us do our guiding. And most of our people like to fish is the Kremling area downstream on the Colorado River. And in the last 3 days, the flows up there have more than doubled from where they were a week ago. And all that water is coming out of the Green Mountain Reservoir into the Blue River system, which flows into the upper Colorado. And that's probably the coldest source of water that we have for the upper Colorado River. And so that flow went from about 200 CFS to over 500 CFS.
Oh, that
in
much
just
of a change?
Yeah, that much of a change. And so that has been a huge benefit to the trout, to the water temperatures, the rafters. I mean, everybody. It's really been good. So we're back up there. The fishing's been fantastic, and the Trout Unlimited, the water managers and stuff like that realized that the trout needed some help, and so we were fortunate that they were able to give them that help.
Yeah, has this rain helped out at all?
Well, the rain,
local fishing?
It will, yeah, definitely. The Eagle River itself has actually maintained fairly stable water temperatures. It hasn't been getting much above 66, 67 degrees, except maybe in the extreme down valley areas. And we typically only fish the Eagle River early in the day anyway, to try to be off in the mid-afternoon when the sun's brightest.
Yeah.
And then you can fish it again that last couple hours before dark. But the Eagle River's actually maintained fairly stable temperatures, and the trout have been in really good shape on the Eagle River, and the fishing has been fantastic. The caddis hatches, the stonefly hatches, Great dry fly fishing, and typically a lot of our beginner fly fishermen don't really get experience the dry fly fishing aspect of fly fishing. But lately, because the fish have been so active on the surface, we've been able to actually take people out for their very first time and let them throw a dry fly, and they're catching fish on the surface, which is really, really neat.
Is that like, so the difference is there? So it kind of, the flies look like different bugs.
Right.
So what is dry fly versus caddis?
Well, the dry fly, the flies go through an actual cycle, and typically trout do 90% of their feeding subsurface, meaning that they're eating the immature versions of the insects.
Okay.
The larva stages and the pupa stages, and the caddis fly starts out as a larva, and then at some point he becomes a pupa stage, and where he leaves the bottom of the river and floats to the surface, and then becomes an adult. And so that adult stage of some of the bugs, they may only sit on the water for a few minutes to a half an hour, and it's at that point where they become pretty helpless, and the fish, will eat them on the surface.
So that's dry fly, as if it's like skirting along the
Yeah,
surface
exactly.
of the water.
If it's sitting on the surface, waiting for the oxygen to develop its wings and dry out and everything. So it's kind of just sitting there trying to struggle to get off of the water, and that's when the trout are very opportunistic to feed on them on the surface. But like I said, it's only maybe 10% of the life cycle of the insect, and that translates to about 10% of the fishing opportunity. But there's been so much bug activity the last week or two that there's almost a constant supply of insects on the surface now. And so it's been great, what we call dry fly fishing. And typically the real fly fishermen, the real purists, that's what they like,
Is it just a different technique? Do you have to ensure that the fly and hook don't sink underwater?
Well, it's keeping the fly on the surface. It's also presenting the fly in such a way that, it looks more natural to the fish. It's about having the right angle so that you're not putting the fly line over the fish. There's a little bit more cerebral aspect to it than, where we do the nymphing, where you're basically watching an indicator, and you're just throwing it out and watching it drift down, meanwhile trying to keep a constant drift that doesn't drag the fly. The dry fly fishing, though, is one of those things where, people will spend several hours a day just to catch a few fish on a dry fly because of the satisfaction of knowing that, you were able to fool the trout.
That's probably what I typically associate with fly fishing, is where you have constant motion going on the whole time rather than just letting it drift down the water.
And that's kind of part of the mystique, is a lot of people, that's what they see on TV and stuff like that. And I've done enough filming of trout television shows and stuff where you could spend several days just trying to get that shot.
Yeah.
Whereas if you were fishing subsurface with, say, an indicator, you could catch fish all day long. But the actual catching the fish on the surface and stuff like that can be a little bit more of a challenge. But we've been finding this year that in the last few weeks, they've been everywhere, and it's been fantastic.
Are the trout smart enough to know that the live bug population isn't at the dry fly stage, so you can't mess with them with your dry flies?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Typically, you can see how a fish moves through the water column. When they're on the bottom, they're feeding on the the larva stages or the pre-pupa stages of the insects as they're kind of releasing from the bottom of the river, and then the fish will kind of rise up maybe to the middle of the water column where they are eating that pupa stage of the bug before it becomes an adult. And then when they do become adults, you'll see the fish just underneath the surface, and they're actually coming up, and you see their mouths, breaking the surface of the water and stuff. So being able to recognize those stages of the feeding cycle of the trout is just as much of a challenge as, selecting the right fly. And then, of course, it is about selecting the right fly. It is about matching the hatch. The trout look up and they see a bug, and it has to look like, whatever else is out there. It's got to match the size, it's got to match the color, and it's got to match the profile. So, we do call matching the hatch. But lately, with the different insects out there, we've got 3 or 4 different actual species of insects hatching almost all at one time. It helps take some of the guesswork out of it because, some days right now you can throw just about anything out there and they're going to come up and eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it's so important to go with a guide.
Exactly.
You guys are the true experts. You can't just come in from out of town and immediately know these things about the river. How can people join you, John?
Well, they can just call the shop at 970-845-8090, and we're happy to get you out on the water. And, fly fishing is such a great family activity. We had a great family yesterday. I think we had a 6, 8, 9-year-old and then mom and dad, and everybody caught fish.
Oh, nice.
And it was great. And they said it was the best time of their trip so far.
Oh, way to go, man.
Yeah.
Just creating those good memories.
It's a blast. And that's the memories that most of us all have with our families. And I do that with my kids. I get a day off this week, we're going to go fishing.
Yeah.
And then I fished with my parents, and it's always something that, you grow up doing as a family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, well, I love to hear it, John. Thank you so much for coming in, sharing
thanks.
your expertise about the river. Take the guesswork out of fly fishing. Just join John from Fly Fishing Outfitters and get the whole family involved and get yourself out there on the river. And I can smell it coming from the kitchen now. We've got Tamara from Mein Haus cooking up a beautiful breakfast coming up next.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
Each week on the Tech Show, you can look forward to the latest in technology and how you can use it too. We'll also chat with leading experts, and you'll find out if the latest gadget will take my money or not. Don't miss the Tech Show. Tech your local listings. All aboard!
Step on. Take a look around. And take a listen. Relax to the rhythm of the train on the tracks. For the kids, and a kid in all of us, the Leadville, Colorado and Southern Railroad.
I'm Tyne Morgan, host of U.S. Farm Report, a weekend tradition since 1975. I invite you to join us each week as we shine a light on agriculture today and the great way of life that can only be found in rural America. Our team travels the roads less taken to give you a unique perspective on an industry that is rooted in incredible diversity. Come along for the ride as we showcase how farming and ranching isn't just a profession, it's a way of life.
Welcome aboard! Bobby Laurie and Nikki Noya have your ticket to everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. Grab your boarding pass. It's time to jet set.
If you're looking for a fabulous place to stay with an amazing breakfast, or maybe you're just looking for something to kind of make at home, well, we've got Tamara here from Mein Haus, and you are making a famous dish.
I am. It's a potato waffle. You put tater tots in the waffle iron. When it comes out, you sprinkle some cheese on it, a couple of eggs, and some green chili.
Yum.
Because when you come to Colorado, you have to have green chili.
Seriously. And we're kind of underway making them right now. We're going to make 2 different styles, and then we're going to make an oatmeal as well.
That's right. So the Xterra games are coming this weekend, and all of the guests that are athletes that stay with us always want just plain oatmeal. That's very easy.
Yeah.
So today we're going to make pizza oatmeal. Abby, I'm sorry. Now you get the thumbs up or the thumbs down because I've never done this before.
Okay, cool.
Live on TV.
Oh man.
Okay, ready? So let's start with, we're making 3 different things all at one time. So let's start with putting the potatoes in the waffle iron, you'll want to spray that.
Okay.
Perfect.
And how many do you normally do?
I don't put them all the way. I don't know how many. You just kind of fill it, but not all the way to the edge because they stick together.
Okay.
Put them in similar to that.
Okay, that looks good.
Yeah, that looks good.
It's like Tetris, but with
There
potatoes.
you go, yeah. And while you're doing that, I'm going to start this hot water for the oatmeal.
Yum. I love potatoes.
You like them?
Yeah, I do. If these tater tots weren't cold, I would just start popping them in my mouth, but I don't think that would be very yummy.
You just wait a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll have a delicious treat for you here in a minute.
I cannot wait. Gosh, you can really like load this thing up.
Yeah, you can. It's a hearty breakfast.
It is a hearty breakfast. Okay, and so then for the oatmeal, what are you gonna use to make it pizza oatmeal?
Well, I have some, one is enough.
Okay.
I have some black olives, some sun-dried tomatoes, and basil, oregano, and some garlic salt.
Yum.
So let's go ahead and put the cup of oatmeal into the water. That's going to take about 5 minutes to cook.
Okay.
So go ahead and put that in there, and so it doesn't get all stuck together. Why don't we go ahead and put the sun-dried tomatoes in there too. So they'll soften up a little bit. We're going to turn it down to low and put a lid on it. Now, the potatoes that I pre-cooked are about ready over here.
Yum.
Oh, you know what? We need to start the pan for the eggs. How do you like your eggs cooked, Maddie?
I'm kind of a just mellow scrambled type of girl.
Scrambled, there
Yeah.
you go. So spray that pan with some oil.
I always forget how you do the double tap.
So we'll scramble those. In the meantime, we'll get this plate ready.
Can you hand me a fork and I'll scramble them?
Sure.
Thank you.
Here is one potato waffle.
Yum.
And sprinkle it with some onion powder.
So that it has all of the flavors.
Yeah, and some cheese.
So good.
Get some cheese on there. We're gonna make a vegan option on this too.
Oh man, that looks good. You get that cheese to melt on there, and then you just got this like potato, cheesy, yummy goodness.
Here's the vegan one. We're gonna start. Some
Yum.
onion powder and then some kale.
Oh, healthy options for kale.
Yes.
I love that.
And then some lentils. Like every time I have a guest that comes that's vegan, I always feel like not worried, but like if somebody's celiac, I'm like, okay, be very careful. You don't want to kill them.
Yeah.
But vegan, man, that looks good.
Yeah, it does.
Vegan, I'm not too scared because it's not normally a thing that they can die from.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at the oatmeal. That's about done, so turn that off. Let's turn that off.
Okay.
And let's add some of our seasonings. We have some black olives over there.
Okay, you want to add those right now?
Sure.
Black olives.
And give it a stir with a spoon. Do you smell that?
No,
Smell that?
there's
Oh,
a
maybe
lot
I'm
of-
smelling them lentils. They smell really good.
Yeah, I'm smelling a lot of things right now, and
Okay.
my nose is focused on those potato waffles.
Yeah. And then let's put some basil in there, just a little dash of basil.
I love basil.
Okay, and some, what do we have there?
Oregano.
I put some of that in there.
And then you want to add some garlic salt as well?
Yep. Whoa.
Salty.
Stir that up. And then let's serve that into a bowl, a couple of bowls.
Okay.
They're over there. And your eggs are, here we go. We have an omelet now.
I mean, I love it. Either way, eggs are good in egg form.
Egg form.
Yeah.
Okay, here's some pizza oatmeal. My sister doesn't like oatmeal. Maybe she'd like pizza oatmeal.
Seriously, maybe she's missing out. Maybe she's just not eating the right kind of oatmeal.
Maybe she's not eating my oatmeal.
Exactly.
Yeah. So let me set this down. Then eggs, I
All
think,
sorts of
are
food
about
options.
ready.
Yeah, we've got so many food options right in front of us.
If you don't want it, that's hot, I'm sure. So here's our scrambled eggs. It didn't get too scrambled, but I think it looks beautiful.
We're going for aesthetic here, not style.
And green chili. You like green chili?
I love green chili. Yeah. My mom makes her own green chilies.
Oh, really?
She grows them in Utah. And so they're amazing. Sometimes though, they're so spicy.
Yeah.
That you like take a bite and all of a sudden,
Your water,
everything, eyes, nose.
Shall we try this?
Yeah, we shall.
Okay,
yeah.
Here's a fork.
All right.
Go ahead, Maddie. Here's
There's so
your
many
potatoes
options.
you've been waiting for.
Oh, look at the cheese. Oh, I love when the cheese is stringy. Oh man, it's falling apart.
Thumbs up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's my winner, my world famous potato waffle.
That green onion on it is so good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, slow down, Maddie, because you still have some other things to taste.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is I really want to see what you say about, I've never made this before. So, have a spoon.
Oh, I'll just use my fork. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's hot.
You want some water?
We'll be right back after this break to continue cooking in the kitchen.
I'm Clinton Griffiths, the host of Ag Day Television. Get the latest news about crops, livestock, rural living, and so much more from our award-winning team. Follow the food you eat from the field to the store to your table every day. Because what's happening on the farm matters to you and your family. Watch Ag Day, weekdays.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
Follow your favorite extreme sports athletes with the Telly Award-winning show, The Line. If you're an adrenaline junkie and need a daily dose of base jumping, skydiving, highlining, biking, kayaking, and more, then look no further. We've got you covered. Catch JT Holmes, Andy Lewis, Cam Zink, and many more extreme sport athletes here on The Line. Check your local listings for more information.
All aboard!
Step on. Take a look around. And take a listen. Relax to the rhythm of the train on the tracks. For the kids, and the kid in all of us. The Leadville, Colorado and Southern Railroad.
after I got my mouth nice and cooled down, we are back into the kitchen, and we've got more things to taste. So we did the pizza oatmeal.
Yeah.
It was super good, I think.
So thumbs up or thumbs down? Keep it?
I think it was good. I mean,
Okay.
from what I could taste after it kind of, it got me good. It got me
sorry
good.
about that.
You're totally fine. The world famous potato waffle, amazing. Literally, this thing is incredible with the melty cheese and the eggs and the green chilies, and it looks like Eric might wander over here and have a nice little bite. And then we've got the vegan one.
World famous
green chili?
Yes. Yeah. Do you
Boy,
want
you
to
could put some green chili. You want green chili?
I'll just eat that. Yeah, straight away.
There's a fork right there for you. Wait till you try it. It's to die for. Okay, wait. We got to get Eric's reaction here. Let's
More
see how.
green chili. More green chili. Yeah.
Oh, here's some more.
All of the
No,
green
we're
chili,
good.
shoveling it in. Amazing, right? So good.
I've only heard tales about the waffles. I've never been able to eat the waffle myself. Epic. If there's any reason to stay at Mein Haus, besides it just being a beautiful bed and breakfast,
Yeah.
right by Nottingham Park, potato waffles and green chili.
Yeah, potato waffles. All right, so now I feel like we need
This
to
is
try.
the vegan one.
Yeah, we
This
need-
is so good. I like it too.
All right.
I'm not vegan, but
Doesn't
not-
mean you can't enjoy the food.
right.
It's still healthy.
Exactly. Like the cauliflower buffalo wings that they do nowadays.
Oh, I just made those.
They're so good. They're so good. Okay. The green chili and the lentils are so good. Eric,
I like
you have to
those.
save some of that for the rest of us.
We have another one.
Oh, yeah.
The control room would like me to save them some waffles.
No, I would like you to save me some waffle.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Fine. Gosh. Jeez.
I'm just going to pull this guy off because it's been baking.
About ready. Here's a.
Oh, yeah, that might be easier than the fork. Well, I was using my fork because then my cooties were on it. No one would want to eat this waffle. Do you see my technique?
It's true.
Oh.
Yeah. We don't want your cooties.
I know. I don't want. I don't
Try
want my
the
cooties either.
Try the oatmeal.
Let's cool down. I'm going to learn from Maddie's
Yeah.
lessons.
Thumbs up or thumbs down?
I'm going to say if you're into savory, this gets a thumbs up. For me, I do maple syrup all over my oatmeal.
Right.
I'm a bit more of a sugar fiend, but it's good. They're not like conflicting flavors in any way.
No.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like almost a lunch thing, I would feel like.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just based on the oregano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I
tasty.
like savory. I always put salt and butter and pepper in my oatmeal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's like Grit style there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, shall we make this one?
Yeah. We're out of eggs, though.
No, I have 2 more. If you want to hand them to me.
All right.
We'll do these over easy.
Okay, well, then I'm going to have to let you step in and take egg control because clearly my scrambling technique didn't work.
I don't know. They're pretty fluffy. Was that your technique?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention because I was doing other activities.
Well, there's a lot to go on in the kitchen when you cook for 38 people.
Yeah,
You kind of have to learn how to multitask.
Yeah, so my multitasking turned into a pancake.
It looks good. It's pretty
egg.
though.
Yeah.
Fluffy.
It was light. Yeah, I'm not opposed to it. Look at me go. Mom, if you're watching,
Look at me go.
look at what I did this morning.
Good job. May I have that?
Yes, of course.
Thank you. These, Eric, how do you like your eggs cooked? I just am making these over easy, but
Yeah, it depends on the dish.
Okay.
So I think for potato waffle, I probably would do scrambled. I liked that.
Okay.
But if I'm doing a huevos, I want to like over easy, over medium. If I've got kind of your what we call sometimes a locals breakfast, which is like hash browns and eggs and sausage, I want them kind of over easy or sunny side, so I can get that yolk mixed in with the toast.
I'm thinking that the
go
yolk would be
for it.
really good on this, though.
yep.
Yeah.
With the runny yolk and just like the gooey mess that's to be had, I love that.
Yolk and potatoes, they go so well together.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, let's put
talking
some
about.
cheese on here. You know,
Yeah.
let's mix it up. We're gonna put some lentils on there too.
Okay,
More experimentation.
that's what we're here for.
Yeah, live TV, you gotta experiment.
These lentils are good.
They are super good with the carrots and the peppers. Is
They
that
have,
what else is in there?
Celery. Thank you. Celery and onion. Here, now let me not break these.
Yeah, little guy.
Oh my
He's
goodness,
hanging
that
out on
looks
there.
good. We just invented another thing.
I mean, that's what we're here for. Is
Innovation.
All of, yeah.
Creativity.
Oh.
Okay,
oh,
you want to try that one? Don't burn your mouth.
Oh, fork. I feel so bad about breaking you, Mr. Yoke, but you got to go on an adventure. Sorry, buddy.
There you go.
The adventure to Eric's.
time.
Adventure to my tummy.
I was gonna say bottomless pit, but you know.
There's
That's good. I like feeding people, so.
How is it? Two thumbs up.
It's lovely.
All right.
Yeah, the runny yolk with the hash browns is pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna break the other yolk just because.
Oh, Nick, you better get excited, buddy.
Presentation
dude.
over here.
Yeah, she backs it.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Come
Mein
on
Haus, the best bread and breakfast with the best delicious breakfast and amazing hosts. Make sure to check out Mein Haus. They are just located right off Nottingham Road. What's the best way to book a reservation there?
Oh, go to our website, meinhaususa.com.
Okay.
Check. We have lots of options, and
Yeah.
we don't have. Yeah, right now we're not full, so
Okay.
come on over.
Yeah, if you're planning to come up for the Xterra games this upcoming weekend, why not stay at Mein Haus? It'll give you easy access to the swim competitions, as well as they're right along the bus line. They'll take you up to Beaver Creek. And that was an incredible breakfast. I want to just sit here and eat, but we've got one more really fun guest coming up here on Good Morning Vail, so stick around.
Each week on the Tech Show, you can look forward to the latest in technology and how you can use it too. We'll also chat with leading experts, and you'll find out if the latest gadget will take my money or not. Don't miss the Tech Show. Tech your local listings.
I'm Tyne Morgan, host of U.S. Farm Report, a weekend tradition since 1975. I invite you to join us each week as we shine a light on agriculture today and the great way of life that can only be found in rural America. Our team travels the roads less taken to give you a unique perspective on an industry that is rooted in incredible diversity. Come along for the ride as we showcase how farming and ranching isn't just a profession, it's a way of life.
Welcome aboard! Bobby Laurie and Nikki Noya have your ticket to everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. Grab your boarding pass. It's time to jet set.
Follow your favorite extreme sports athletes with the Telly Award-winning show, The Line. If you're an adrenaline junkie and need a daily dose of base jumping, skydiving, highlining, biking, kayaking, and more, then look no further. We've got you covered. Catch JT Holmes, Andy Lewis, Cam Zink, and many more extreme sport athletes here on The Line. Check your local listings for more information.
Well, there's no shortage of incredible activities to do here in Eagle County. And here at Good Morning Vail, we're always wanting to introduce you to the newest, most fun activities. We've got Segway tours here. Look at this freaking thing. TJ, thank you so much for joining us, my dude.
Thanks for having me. It's pretty cool. So yeah, we have Segway tours here in Vail and in Avon, and they're really fun to ride around. We get to see some cool, fun things to do. And anyone can jump right on this thing and ride it. 12 years old and up, we take everyone from there, but real simple and real fun.
So you guys started in Vail. I remember seeing you guys cruise along kind of the Gore Creek pathway there, and just really from Lion's Head all the way to Vail Village, but have recently expanded to Avon. So where are these tours going in both Vail and Avon?
Yeah, so in Vail, we start at the Evergreen Lodge, right next to the hospital, and we go all the way out into East Vail over towards the golf course, and then loop our way back around through West Vail, past some nice houses, and show off some beauty of the area.
Yeah.
And then circle back into Lion's Head, back into the Lion's Head Village and make our way back. And then over in Avon, we go along the Eagle Valley Bike Trail, make our way out towards the rodeo, and going towards Walmart, sort of, and then make our way back over into the beautiful Nottingham Park area, and make our way all along the area on the Eagle Valley Path next to the water. So you get to see some really cool areas and really cool things.
So the full flavor of both Avon and Vail in both of these tours. And most of the paths are on the bike path right by the river, so that's pretty beautiful.
Yeah, and we have a bunch of stops on the tour where we stop, tell you a whole bunch about the area and show you some cool things, take some pictures, everything like that. You know, put some pictures on the Instagram.
Of course, you got to get it for the gram.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you mentioned 12 as a starting age for this.
Yeah.
Now, you don't need any experience to be a part of your tours.
Zero whatsoever. I've taken everyone from 12 up to like 93 or older. Anyone can jump on these things. They were originally designed, instead of a sit-down mobility scooter, to be an upright positioned one. So if you're walking around standing on 2 feet, you're overqualified to ride this thing.
Yeah.
So
Well,
anyone can jump on it. Yeah.
Let's get an example. Maddie Evans, have you ever been on a Segway before?
No, and the only reason I'm laughing so hard is because if you know me, you know that I'm the clumsiest human. So Eric was like, "You're getting on it," and I was like,
Didn't Mark Sassy call you baby deer?
"Baby giraffe."
Baby
Mark
giraffe.
Sassy still calls me a baby giraffe. He's like, "Oh well, with those long legs, you're like a baby giraffe, just like wobbling around."
Well,
I'm
let's
like,
see how a giraffe rides a Segway.
I'm
well, that's
gonna
also the
safety
beauty of the
first
Segway.
this guy here.
The Segway's got gyro sensors in it to keep it balanced, though, so you're not doing any of the balancing work. It does all the hard work for you. You just kind of have to stand there, lean forward a little bit to go forward, lean back a little bit to come to a stop.
Okay, so, all right.
So,
Oh
yeah,
my goodness.
nice, easy step. Go ahead and hold on to the handlebars, step on, and
Maddie
there you
has
go.
never been on a Segway.
You're
This is
already on
literally
it, you're
the first
riding
time.
it. So we're gonna turn it and face me. So the handlebar is a little strange. It's not like a bicycle. There we go. We're gonna try to ride it around. There we go.
Okay, now I'm just gonna whip around the studio on this guy.
You got it. And as you can
Eric,
tell,
I'm
it's
coming in
already
hot.
pretty easy. You're already a professional.
Do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel
Man, it sounds so cool. Oh my gosh.
You want to give it a try too?
I'll give it a shot.
Oh my
Look at
goodness.
this.
What a fun morning we're having in Good Morning
I've
Vail.
had some incidences on
Segways,
Segways
potato
before,
waffles,
so TJ,
we've
I'm
got
really-
it all.
I'm putting some trust in you here.
I got you. You've had some experience before, so it'll come back to you.
Eric,
but
it's like skiing.
It is really easy. It is like skiing.
Oh,
The turning is the
Oh,
strangest
yeah.
part because it doesn't go in and out like a bike. It's the lean steer, leans left, leans right. There you go. We can come ride around the studio with that. There you go.
Oh, 360, 360. Oh, man. Wait, give him a blue steel. Shoot a blue steel, Eric. Yes.
This is incredible, TJ. Oh my gosh. And do you kind of give people a good idea of like restaurants to go to, or do you have any partnerships with businesses around? Because I'm sure if you're going through the entirety of Vail and Avon, I probably should face a camera here.
We do have a whole bunch of stops throughout the tour, like I said. And as we're riding through the village, I always try to point out some good restaurants and things like that. don't have any really specific partnerships with with
Okay.
anyone, because we try to
You
just
know the
kind of
good-
promote everyone.
Yeah.
But exactly, if someone's looking for a certain type of food, I try to steer them in a certain direction to a certain restaurant.
How booked out are your tours, or how many people can you get in them? If someone's coming with a large family, like what can you accommodate?
So we can take up to 10 people at a time on both tours, both in Vail and in Avon. And from there, we can kind of do 3 to 4 tours a day. We have a 9:30, 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and a 4:30. So we got multiple tours throughout the day, take up to 10 people all the time, and have everyone go out and have fun.
Dude, does anybody get on this and not just like start giggling and having a blast? Just standing here, I'm just like,
It's really hard to not have fun riding around on these things. I like to say I got one of the best offices around. I get to ride around in the beautiful area on one of
Totally.
these.
Yeah,
and
man.
like you said, it's impossible to not smile while you're riding on this thing.
Yeah, it's very true, man. I would just want to do like 360s the entire time on this. I just can't help myself but spin about. This is incredible technology. Holy moly.
Eric, I challenge you to a Segway race.
We could do a Segway race. We could do it. Do you got another one out there?
I only brought the one with me today, but
Okay.
we can set
we'll see you in here
something
next
up.
week.
Yeah.
Bring 3 of them. We're going to be zipping through the
do a
hallways of the
track
studio. Set up some pylons and do like backwards. Oh, is that going to, that's a
Yeah,
little.
see, so riding
very
backwards is a
advanced.
little tricky,
It's
because
very
riding
tricky.
backwards, turning turns it into like a tractor trailer. So it makes it a little difficult going backwards. But going forwards is very easy, very
go
simple.
I highly recommend going forwards on a Segway, ladies and gentlemen. So what's the best place to get in touch with you guys? Like, I need to bring my family on this tour. This is amazing.
So we are based out of the Evergreen Lodge in Vail.
Okay.
It's right in the lobby with ski rentals right above it. We work out of there in the summer. We got Segway tours there in the summertime. You can
I was going to bring Maddie back on.
Yeah, she can come
Get
back
over
over
here.
and jump
Oh,
back
wait,
on.
I've been dancing over here. You guys have missed my dance party.
But yeah,
right,
they
all
are
right.
really simple, really fun.
Oh,
You got
awesome,
it.
TJ.
Eric,
well,
bring it
thank you
back
so
to
much,
me.
my friends,
No
for
problem.
coming on today. We are almost out of time here, folks. I just want to give a big thanks to Vail Segway for coming on here. I want to give a big thanks to Tamara from Mein Haus. Thank you for the potato waffles. And to Miss Evans for being a lovely co-host.
Oh my gosh, what a fun show we've had today.
Yes. It was a
I
great
mean,
show.
I think that you should just stay on this for the rest of the day.
This is how I'm hosting the scoreboard from now on. This is
I
my
will-
life.
It's a great way to get around the office.
It really is.
Seriously.
Yeah, we're gonna have to clear out some space. We got to see if Minnie is gonna be okay with being a Segway dog now. Do they make dog Segways, TJ?
You know, they make a bunch of attachments for like your golf bag and little kickstands and different
Okay.
things like that. I don't see why they couldn't put like a little basket on the front and you got like little Toto hanging on the front.
Okay.
This is not a little dog, this is a golden retriever. That would just make Eric floor it. Pedal to the metal.
We may need to get a little sidecar for her then.
Yeah.
Is there any extreme Segwaying that you get into? Not on these, of course. These are company.
So yeah, we do have these big off-road ATV tires. The Segways are able to do some off-roading. Here in Vail, we're not able to go up the mountain because we're not allowed to have dirt bikes, ATVs on the mountain.
Yep.
They consider us an ATV or a dirt bike. Not really too sure why. We're a handicap device.
Yeah.
But they don't let us go on the mountain. But they do have mountain climbing capabilities, which is really awesome.
Okay. Cool. This is rad. We opened a whole new world here on Good
I
Morning
know, I
Vail.
wish we had 2 helmets so we could tandem ride this. You could be
Yeah.
one foot and I could be the other.
Would that actually?
It is a little difficult because there are foot sensors in the foot pads. There's
Okay.
4 foot sensors. So that's why it is limited to 1 person per Segway.
Okay.
But they are really intuitive like that you can lift up 1 foot while you're standing still if you want. You can do a little jig while standing up on the Segway.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you guys saw while you were over there. I was back here just cruising
saw
away
it.
with my dance moves.
Saw Dancing
Hot
Girl.
summer nights
Yeah.
tonight, everyone. Make sure you get out there. You can do some dancing, you know. Oh, you got some nice helmet hair.
Yeah, helmet. Oh,
Little
God.
helmet hair messed you up
That's what I
today.
live for.
Make sure that
I
you
live
tune
for the
in
helmet hair.
tomorrow for Wednesday's edition of Good Morning Vail. We are unfortunately all out of time for today's episode, but it was absolutely a blast.
It was a blast. It was good times, always on Good Morning Vail. Don't forget to check out the scoreboard. Episode 4 came out last evening. Plenty of fun Xterra Beaver Creek Triathlon hype.
Just mad hype
Get out
everywhere.
there. Get out there.
Mad
TJ,
hype.
thank you so much, homie.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Everyone, I'm Raisa Pascal.
Hi, Raisa. I am Mitch English, and we welcome you to Daily Flash. Elizabeth Hart's taking some time off, and of course, my buddy Raisa hanging out with us and doing a great job yesterday. Fantastic. We love having you around for today. You look wonderful, man.
You like?